What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eye Bri back from Stalker Nashville. Just got back home a little bit ago. Just want to do an update video of some things just to let you know that I'm back safe and sound. Got to meet a couple of you at the convention, and it was pretty awesome. If I didn't get a chance to meet you, hopefully I'll be able to meet you at Stalker Atlanta. I definitely want to. It's just tough at a convention because usually people are there Saturday or Sunday, and I was only there on Sunday, even though I had a weekend pass. We were in Nashville, and we saw a lot in Nashville. I didn't know that these were an actual thing. Goo Goo clusters. I love the peanut butter. We tried the original, the Supreme, and the peanut butter, but I'm a peanut butter fan, so peanut butter is my fave. And if you've been following me on Instagram and Facebook, here's the panel photo op questions, some information about Stalker Nashville. I went on Sunday and we saw actually a little bit of the Battlestar Galactica panel, the Arrow panel. I have the Carl Grimes panel, the Fear the Walking Dead panel. Caitlin Nakin sings. I didn't record it because my right arm was killing me from holding up the video camera. And I mean, it's harder than you think when you record these panels. I'm holding it in my hand the entire time, like at eye level, so I can see where they're at. And it's holding it up there for 30 minutes straight, maybe even longer. So my arms were killing me. Caitlin Nakin sings was actually pretty good. I got a couple pictures, but I didn't get the actual recording. And then the Yondu Merle panel with Michael Rooker. Pretty cool stuff for the panels. I got to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Daryl Dixon, plays Norman Reedus, Daryl Dixon, Father Gabriel, Pollyanna McIntosh, Simon, the panels, Carl, and all of them, of course. But Stephen Ogg walked right past us. Pretty cool stuff. Stalker Nashville was fun. The food options were terrible. They need to have far better food options. They had 2, maybe 3 food station kind of kiosk things inside. They were terrible options. They have their Wild Bill soda thing on there too. They had some smoothies that you could buy. But overall, the food options were pretty lacking. When I was in Orlando, the food options were okay. Atlanta, they have a big convention center set up food court now. So that was pretty cool. It's outside of the convention. You have to go out there. But at the Music City Center in Nashville, the food was pretty lacking. We had to leave the last panel with Merle and had to leave because I was starving. My wife and I were hungry. We didn't eat anything until before the convention. And, we ate at breakfast, which was, 9 o'clock in the morning. And it was like 4 o'clock, and we didn't eat anything all day. So we were starving, so it sucked because we had to leave early. I had a chance to sign a fan, subscriber, member of our Walking Dead family, a PT Peep, Jerry Lynn, who's in the book series. Also, I got to sign some of her books. It was pretty cool stuff. Got to talk with her a little bit and her husband. And we watched the Caitlin Nakin panel together. But it sucked because we were starving and we were hungry, and that's kind of what we were worried about. So we left the convention, and as we were walking out, Father Gabriel walked right by us with his luggage, went through the side doors, got in a Lincoln Navigator or something, and they drove him either to the hotel or to the airport. Walked right by us, and it was pretty cool. You could see them right there. Jeffrey Dean Morgan was there. I got some video of that, and the panels I have are the Carl panel, which was on Mother's Day. Carl and his mother had a panel together and was interviewed by a woman from Nashville. I don't know if she's on the radio or what. It was pretty cool. And then the Fear the Walking Dead panel. And the Fear the Walking Dead panel is actually pretty good, and it drew me into liking the actors more. And I have nothing against, Kim Dickens and Coleman Domingo and Danny Garcia and Jenna Elfman or anybody at all, or anyone on the show, or Frank Delane or Alicia or any of those actors. But it's just like the story and the writing is just sometimes it needs improvement, in my opinion. I'm hard on the show and all that too, but the panel was pretty cool and it drew you in to liking that. I'll have other videos about that, but I'll post them up. And Coleman Domingo is actually a really cool, outspoken, gregarious, funny guy. But at the same time, as the panel was going on in front of us, I tried to get a front, center seat. And on the side was the other celebrities that were coming to their photo ops or they were leaving. and Jeffrey D. Morgan walked by, and I got to turn a pan in the middle of the panel, and Jeffrey D. Morgan's like right over there. Pretty cool. Same thing with Norman Reedus and Pollyanna McIntosh, Father Gabriel. They all came by at the same time, so we got to meet them and well, see them. We didn't get to meet them. We saw them as they went by, and it was pretty cool. Nashville is a cool city. I'm not really a big drinker. I don't really drink alcohol because it's not good for my Crohn's disease. But it's a pretty awesome city if you're a drinker, a partier, you love country music, you love to be out and about. They have these pedal car things that you can drink and be on this wagon party tractor thing and a party bus, and a lot of alcohol, a lot of music, a lot of live bands, a lot of live music and stuff. And it was pretty cool if you're into that. I'm not a big drinker, but I could see why people are. There was a lot of bachelorette parties. Bachelor parties, 30-year-old birthday parties, 40-year-old birthday party, 21, 21st birthday parties. They were all over the place. Tons of women, tons of good times, tons of fun all around us, a lot of craziness. And Nashville's not the biggest city. I'm used to Philadelphia and bigger cities like that. And Nashville is a big, small city. It's a big city, but you can navigate around it pretty easily on foot. Unless if you're going to Vanderbilt or something that we actually took an Uber from our downtown hotel to Vanderbilt, walked around a little bit, and then Ubered back. And then it was pretty cool to see a lot of those things. I like to see as much as the city if I've never been there. I'm thinking about going to Chicago down the road, maybe Portland, and maybe, just some cities I'd never seen before. Nashville was one of them. The Predators Arena is right there, the Bridgestone Arena, right across from the Music City Center. And then Broadway's the main road there too. So if you've never been to Nashville, you like country music, you like to have a good time and party and do all that crazy stuff, Nashville is pretty cool. I don't know about drink prices and all that because I don't really drink. I didn't even have any alcohol this trip. So I can't weigh in on that. Walker Stalker Nashville was fun. Got to see a lot of people, meet some people. If I didn't get a chance to meet you and you're a PT Peep, hopefully I'll get to meet you at Walker Stalker Atlanta this year. I may be going to Tampa Bay Comic-Con, which is in August. I'm going to talk to people hopefully about my comic, maybe some publishing stuff, or artists are on there as well. I was rocking my shirt right here. You can't really see. It's my Fight For Us shirt, and it was pretty cool stuff. And my wife and I, we were actually wearing our shirts together, and we got to meet some people and talk to some people. They had some cool vendors, but as we flew, it wasn't the best because flying, you're kind of stuck with what you can bring back. In Atlanta, we're going to drive most likely, and we'll be able to buy some things and have some good times for merchandise and bring some stuff there too. But overall, guys, I just want to do a quick video. I have some good stuff, some good panels. I didn't even get to watch Fear the Walking Dead. I fell asleep during it because it was just a lot of walking, a lot of craziness, and just a lot over the past couple of days. So my body was getting run down, but I'll watch it probably tonight and then have my review tomorrow or Wednesday about it. But after watching the panel with Jenna Elfman and stuff, and I'll post those throughout the week, the Fear the Walking Dead panel is pretty good. They answered a little bit. And the last thing I have before I'll go on this video is in Nashville, they have a river. I think it's the Cumberland River. And across the river from the bars and everything is Nissan Stadium. It's home of the Tennessee Titans, where the Tennessee Titans play football, professional football. And you can look across the river and you can see it. And there's two things that were pretty cool. One thing is that my wife and I, we were just looking into the river and we were looking down at this spot that was in the shade, and it was pretty cool. And we saw these leaves kind of move. And there was an animal there. And it was something moving, and it was kind of small. And we were like, what is that? And we weren't sure what it was. I was like, is it a beaver? Is it a woodchuck? Is it a hedgehog? Is it, what is this thing? And so my wife goes on Google and she looks stuff up and she looks it up. And we weren't sure if they were beavers, they were woodchucks or groundhogs or whatever. But I think it was a family, because we went back there a couple times, and it was a mama and 3 babies. And I think they were woodchucks or groundhogs or something. But we saw them and they were running around and they were eating the leaves and stuff. But they were on the edge of the platform, like on the side where the river was, and then where the platform was, where there's old Cumberland building, like it's wooden there, and it's across the water from the Tennessee Titans Stadium. And we saw them, and it was pretty cool. We saw them, you know, we went there 4 times, and we looked at them, and we saw them 3 out of the 4 times. And they were walking around. The mom was asleep, and then she ran down the thing, got some water, and came back up and was eating. And it's this little funny thing that we saw. The other thing is on the bridge that takes you from downtown Nashville across the water into where the stadium is for the Tennessee Titans. We were walking there, and it was nice, and there's an amphitheater over there. And if you've never been to Nashville and you like that stuff, definitely check it out. And we're walking, and we see this riverboat coming down, and it's at night, so you can kind of see people, but you kind of can't. And you're walking down, and I saw this guy come. He's holding this woman's hand, and he's kind of on the shorter side. And I look at him, and it's the guy Kevin Zegers, however, he plays Mel on Fear the Walking Dead. And he's walking right down the thing. No security, no nothing. And he's just out and about. And he's walking with his girlfriend or wife. And then he stops and he looked at the water. And then I told my wife, I was like, that was the guy. That's Mel. And she's like, who's Mel? And I was like, the guy who plays Mel on the Fear the Walking Dead. And it's Kevin Zegers. And she was like, oh, he was in this movie and that movie on there. He was like an Air Bud or something. And he was on Dawn of the Dead. He's the security guard. And he's actually in the panel with Fear the Walking Dead. And it's pretty cool stuff. And you just want to see. I'll put that up later. And so we got to see him out and about twice. He came back and we saw him. And but then also at the airport, when we were going to our gate, I looked into Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. And there's Steve Amell came out with his son or daughter. It was a child and his wife. And they came out of the lounge restaurant, walked right out as we were walking right by. I was like, oh, that was Steve Amell. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, guys. So that's my early information and stuff about the trip. But Walker Stalker Nashville is done. I'm going to be at Walker Stalker Atlanta this October. So that's just some news. I'm back safe and sound. If I didn't get a chance to meet you, hopefully I'll meet you in a couple months at Walker Stalker Atlanta. Thank you guys for watching. I will have much more content. There's stuff about Maggie's show on AMC or Lauren Cohan's show. I got all this stuff to catch up on. I just haven't been able to post videos. I posted stuff on Instagram and Facebook. So if you follow me on those things, The Walking Dead Community, on Instagram, I'm at the PT channel. So I post stuff there when I'm at conventions and stuff because it's easy for me to do. I'll hopefully be able to post some videos at Walker Stalker Atlanta because I'll be bringing my computer and stuff to the hotel. But sometimes it's tough when we travel. I can't bring my laptop and my, microphone and stuff. So there you go, guys. Walker Stalker Nashville is over. I will be going to Atlanta this October. Thank you guys for watching. Check out our other videos and our future videos. And remember, guys, I truly mean this when I say it. Believe in yourself. If you can dream it, you can do it. Thanks, guys.